Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the
What's going on, guys?
shoe.
Welcome back to another beer review. Finally home. Hope everyone had an awesome Christmas. Those of you who celebrate Christmas anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Just got back from Sacramento. I was there for the past almost 8 days, so had a great time with family and friends, had some awesome beer, and had a blast with the kids on Christmas. So yeah, good to be home. I had some pre-recorded videos that I had been uploading on the channel during my time away, but it's good to be home. Stoked to be back out in the garage and doing some beer reviews. So tonight we are checking out the latest release from Sam Adams. It's their Rebel Raw 10% double IPA. This is basically their answer, or I don't know if it's like a kind of a kick at Stone. Stone does their enjoy by beers. They brew a beer, they put it on the shelf for 30 days, and they say you need to drink it in 30 days for maximum freshness. So seems like Sam Adams kind of jumped on that hype train, and they not only did they brew a beer that's only supposed to be on shelves for 35 days, but it's unfiltered. So they're kind of, I don't know if they're trying to keep up with what New England's doing with hoppy beer or what the deal is. I'm not a big Sam Adams drinker. I just don't drink a lot of it. Jim Cook, I think. I always get him and Greg Cook confused, but he's not a big, I don't think, from what I've read, he doesn't like hoppy beers. So there's not a lot of Sam Adams beers that I'm that crazy about. So I don't buy a lot of Sam Adams stuff. Totally respect their spot in the whole craft beer world. Those guys, I mean, Sam Adams is huge. Everyone knows Sam Adams. But yeah, I just don't buy a lot of their stuff. Their Rebel IPA is supposed to be a West Coast style IPA. It's okay. I've had it a couple times. It's nothing that I go crazy over. They did like Rebel Rouser, Rebel Rider, I think Rebel Rider was a session IPA. I couldn't drink that beer. It was terrible. So yeah, this one, I mean, when they first announced it, there was an article saying it resembles Heady Topper, and it's kind of their New England style IPA. So wanted to try it out. I got to give a big thanks to Jared for sending this. I think right now, or the first kind of test batches they did were Massachusetts, and then I think a couple other states got this, but didn't come out to California. It says on the can, enjoy it by the date that's printed, which is January 4th. Time of recording today is December 26th, so we're still a week or so away from the expiration date, as they say. So yeah, 10% double IPA. Yeah, kind of curious to see what this is like. So let's go ahead and check this out. I didn't look this up beforehand. I don't know if anybody's reviewed this on YouTube yet, so I'm sure somebody has. I just haven't got a chance to check it out. So interesting stuff from Sam Adams. Trying to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. So we'll see what they're doing. So yeah, it's hazy. It looks, if somebody gave this to you blind, you would never guess that's a Sam Adams beer. It looks like tangerine juice. It is just a hazy, awesome tangerine color. Looks like a New England IPA. Looks like a Treehouse Trillium. Looks like an Alchemist beer. It actually looks really good in the glass. Bright white head, about a finger of just super tiny bubbles. It's just like that, the tightly packed bubbles around the side of the glass. There's some big soapy bubbles in the middle, but yeah, if somebody gave that to you, you would never know that it was a Samuel Adams beer as far as a hoppy beer goes. So 10%. Yeah, there's alcohol legs, 4 days. This is actually, I really had no hopes for this. I mean, low expectations is probably a better way to word it, but this actually looks really awesome in the glass. So far, so good. So yeah, let's go ahead and shove our nose in it. I don't know what this is hopped with, by the way. I don't think it probably won't tell us. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can actually smell it, so it smells pretty darn good. So yeah, shove our nose in this one. Yeah, I mean, this smells kind of like how my favorite New England IPAs are smelling. This is actually very juicy smelling. It's tropical fruits, it's pineapples, it's peaches. It's funny, I was drinking tons and tons of West Coast beers in Sacramento this week, so smelling this is kind of fun right now. But yeah, it's pineapples, it's peaches, it's there's mangoes, it's oranges, it's tangerines. Tons of just tropical fruits and citrus. 10%, you're not getting any booze, which is pretty crazy. This has been sitting out for a little bit. It's not ice cold, but it's not It's not quite to like the room temperature thing, but even semi-warm, you're not getting any booze in the nose of this. Yeah, I'm not getting any real. I was kind of worried. Sam Adams, you smell their hoppy beers and you still get like that classic like bready kind of sweet malty thing. I'm not getting that in this. This is actually a really good smelling beer. It is. It's tropical fruits. It's citrus. I wouldn't say it smells like Heady Topper does. I mean, that's when the guy wrote the article, he was saying, you know, it resembles that. But it smells great. So let's go ahead and dig in. Jared, thank you, sir. Cheers. There was a bitterness that kind of was right on the front of my tongue when I first took a sip of that I was not expecting. There's some... What is that? There's something weird. There's something odd in the flavor of that. It's really sweet, and it tastes boozy. It doesn't smell boozy, but it tastes... The 10% is not well hidden in this. But there's an odd, like... What is that? There's something odd. But yeah, it's sweet, almost like syrupy. And there's a weird... It might be medicinal? I'm not sure what that is. Super, super sweet, though. You're getting the tropical fruits and the citrus, but it's just overly sweet. But it doesn't taste like sweet malts. It tastes like alcohol. It's booze. It's not like sweet malts. Man, like I was like really stoked on drinking this after what it looked and smelled like, because it looked great and it smelled awesome. But there's a weird, again, I'm keep coming back to like a medicinal thing. I don't know what it is. Is it like Is it like Tylenol? You know, like when you put Tylenol in your mouth and you have like water and you haven't sipped it yet and it like sits on your tongue? Yeah, it's something is off in that, and it's really, really, really off-putting. But the mouthfeel is awesome. This is like a medium full mouthfeel. But yeah, it's just overly sweet, syrupy, just like a kind of a boozy mess for me. The tropical fruits are in there, the citrus is in there, but this is no. I'm not digging this at all. So crazy, because I had high hopes for it. Bitterness is kind of lingering. It's not like a crazy attacking bitterness, but it just kind of lingers on your tongue. But yeah, it is just overly sweet, and there's like a weird kind of medicinal aftertaste going on. But yeah, I'm kind of bummed because, like I said, this is their first batch of this too, so I don't know if they'll be able to kind of dial this in. This is not, I mean, I'm not liking this. It's almost like it's honey, like really, really sweet honey. And I don't know where that's coming from. It's got to be the 10% alcohol. But yeah, this beer is just kind of a mess for me. So, yeah. Heady Topper, this is not. Yeah, it's something, I don't know what that is. It's like Tylenol. It's like eating aspirin. I don't know. It's strange. So, yeah. As far as a grade goes, I mean, until they maybe tweak this a little bit and kind of work on it, I wouldn't seek this out. I wouldn't drink this again. I probably won't finish this. It's just not worth the 10% that's in a 16-ounce can. I mean, you could drink this and get get a nice fucking buzz going from it, but it's, yeah, I'm gonna go. I feel bad for even like grading. Whatever. I don't like it. People might like this. I mean, anytime there's like something new out, I always recommend trying it, see what you think. For me personally, this isn't anywhere near the New England IPA, so I'd go like a 70 with this one. C minus. Is that C minus? Yeah, 70. It's been a long week. 70, and that's out of 100. This is worse than what my buddy John thinks Jester King's Synthesis Analogous was. That's a joke. It's an inside joke. If you haven't seen Nathan Ryerson's review of Jester King's Synthesis Analogous, please watch that. But yeah, 70 out of 100 for me. They have a lot of work to do. I would drink Enjoy By all day before I would drink Rebel Raw. There is. It's something. It's like medicinal, kind of aspirin-y something that's just sitting on my tongue. I don't like that. So 70 for me. That's probably the lowest grade I've ever given a beer on this channel. I apologize to you Sam Adams fanboys, but this is just not, it's not doing it. If you've had it, I mean, maybe, I don't know if this is sat for a couple weeks and it's better fresh. I don't know how 3 weeks on a beer would make it be tasting this way, but maybe it does. I don't know. If you've had it, let me know what you think. Jared, thanks so much for sending it. It was cool to check this out. Rebel Raw from Sam Adams, 10%. I'm not into it. So, yeah, I'm out of here, guys. As always, thanks so much for watching. I'm going to try and do a best of 2015 video in the next couple days and get it up. We'll see if that happens or not. I don't know. But, yeah, happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And, yeah, I will see you guys next time.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the views so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.